Yeah. It's a, Here's a topic on the Advanced Wars subreddit. I need help with tutorial mission 5 in Game Boy Wars 3. How am I supposed to capture the HQ in just 4 days? No matter what I try, I can only start capturing the building, but I need 1 extra day to finish the process. What am I missing here? Game Boy Wars 3 has some pretty complex mechanics, but I thought I understood how transports work. Any sort of advice is appreciated. Wait, hang on. Which mission is that which? Because Class 1 had the simple gameplay. You just build a grunt and then have him grab the HQ, and then Class 2 has to teach you about combat. You send units towards the correct targets. Class 3 has range fire units. Range fire units and resupplying, and then Class 4. Class 4 has the link up mechanic, which is analog to joining, but it's not quite joining. So, at this point, Class 5 would be the first beginner mode level with transport units. Why are you saying that you understand how transport units work? So let's go over the responses. Creating the ramp, I said. In Game Boy Wars 3, little units are fully actionable when they leave transport, provided they enter the transport on the same turn. This means as long as you build a transport day 1, you can start the capture on day 3. And Reggie says, here's the problem. I don't have a transport right away, which means that the first turn is spent on building one. Then it needs 2 turns to deliver the infantry to the point where it can suddenly reach HQ after being unloaded. But I do not have an option to unload my unit there right away. I can only wait there until the last turn, unload the infantry, and use its available action to start capturing the HQ. I do not have another turn to finish the capture. And Blakegrim said, have you considered moving your soldier left through the river? Yes, it's way too slow. There's also a transport that can cross rivers, but it's slow as well. And let's cover what's going on. Wait, can the IFV even get to the HQ in base Game Boy Wars 3? Or to this force tile more specifically? I'd have to check. Probably not, because 3 spaces already, and I don't think the IFV would have 2 or less movement counts on beach tiles, so. And then day 2, yeah. or 2.5 movement counts or less. I'd have to check. Whatever the case may be. So, what was it? Right. So, yeah. We'll be able to help easily with the subject. The solution goes like this. You build a convoy here on day 1. Then you move the grunt onto it. On day 2, you move the convoy 7 east. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right next to this force tile. And then on day 3, you move the convoy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, right to, right to the east of the HQ. And then you unload the infantry on day 3. Yeah. Yes, you can unload the you just end the convoy's turn, and then you can unload, and then you can have the infantry unload from there, and they can move off and act as normal. It's a mechanic change that I actually never did know how about patch. Yeah, it was a little crazy. Bazooka snipes with convoys. That I would encourage hiding with armor units when using armor units, especially in the Rex. Because my goodness, but anyway, yeah. Where was I? So, right. So where was I? Yeah. As I point out, you can, if a transported unit moves off on the if a transport unit has not moved on to the transport the same day, it can act as normal as it, other than staying in the same position as the transport itself, but which is irrelevant in the case. You're not looking to do that. You're looking to have the infantry move on to the HQ to capture it. And I and then the nerf to that mechanic change that I applied in the Pow patch version is a movement nerf. The transported unit effectively has half the movement in power, although rounded up. Yeah, that's an important distinction. The transported unit loses half their movement power. The transport has already moved. Although the loss is rounded down, so yeah. Grunts get to move 2 spaces, still get to move 2 spaces, which is still sufficient here, because 1, 2, yeah. So, yeah, I'm pretty much answering in Reggie Gigas' question, but I could just link to a video of mine if only I was allowed to post something here. Instead of dealing with some stupid community politics. Yeah. This just warrants a YouTube video. I mean, again, stuff like this shouldn't even be showing up for me when I'm looking over stuff shouldn't be, because this showed up randomly as an alert by Firefox, because this is not some, this was just some random alert for me. But clearly, according to the community, I'm 100% a troll. And oh, but they enable Mangs quite fine. They even allow the missile chain maybe to stay up. Just why? Yeah. The Advanced Wars subreddit, it's just crawling to me for help about this. I think this says enough.